64% of New Year's resolutions are abandoned within a month. So this year is the year to get your act together. It has to be now. It has to be a hero's year.
Percentage if you're going to escape and find financial freedom, and along with it, geographical freedom, and along with it, the freedom to speak your mind because you're no longer controlled by the matrix. But percentage if you're going to stay stuck exactly where you are, not because you have less chances than the people who escape. Quite the opposite, because you refuse to act on the chances which are given to you.
I was in a homeless shelter when my mom and dad broke up. And I had to go back to England with my parents. I ended up living in a homeless shelter with Kosovan kids, fighting for fucking survival. The kids were bigger than me, a gang. Me and Tristan had to fight them by ourselves in a fucking single room, homeless family fucking shelter. My mom, my sister, me, Tristan, all living in there, just us. Managed to get a council house, go to school, finally find a way out of the matrix. Finally, I should be a criminal. All the statistics point to me being a criminal. Instead, I dedicated myself and worked hard so that I could finally become a billionaire. Made it to billionaire status.
You as a man should be offended by the fact that my brother and I started miles below you and have surpassed you in every single human metric. That should bother you. But you should also sit there and go, why are they beating me? They started below me. They started the race way back there. And I was so lazy and so stupid, and I took life for granted, and I expected everything to be given to me, that these guys have managed to lap me and surpass me based purely on hunger and grit alone. They had no advantages. All they had was this innate desire to do anything it took.
As a man who's climbed the mountain from the very bottom, from the lowest echelons of poverty, most of you are starting higher than I ever started. And now I'm at the top of the mountain looking down going, do these people just deserve to stay on the cliff face waiting for an avalanche to annihilate them? Maybe all the poor people who go, I don't want to be poor, I've tried hard, are lying. And if you get to know these people, they're not even nice people. And they stake their friends, and they lie, and they cheat, because good people who work hard seem to always win. If every good person with a good work ethic ends up a winner, and you're not a winner, then you're not a good person with a good work ethic. Somewhere along the line, there's something wrong with you. You wasted your fucking time. You could have been a somebody. Listen to me now. Listen in your heart. Listen to me. Because in 2 years, when I play this video back, you're going to hate yourself for your lack of action. And you have been fairly warned. So in 2 years, when I ask you why you did not act, you have no excuse.
Now is the time. Every single day you need to wake up, take action, and get things done. It is extremely important that you are never in a position where you lack motivation ever again. It is extremely important that you never fuck up an opportunity that is handed to you ever again. And these things are conscious choices you make by changing your lifestyle.
I'm about to tell you exactly why you are guaranteed to win if you are watching this video. You are guaranteed to win because you are trying to improve your life. You're trying to make something of yourself. Most people don't even try. And that is why anybody who tries is absolutely guaranteed to win, because most people aren't trying at all. Every single car around me is owned by a trier. We have a Bentley and a Lambo covered up here. We have another Lamborghini there. We have Rolls Royces over there, a Lamborghini and a Maybach. There's some guy out there, I don't know who it is, who has one of the most famous cars in the world, Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is all owned by triers. People who had an idea and thought, I'm going to dedicate myself to this idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to dedicate myself and I'm going to try my very best and see what happens. And the miracle of trying is that most people don't try at all. It's an empty playing field. You can walk into the diamond mine and scoop up the diamonds because most people are too lazy to walk in.
If God put a diamond in your path, you'd want it. Would somebody have to motivate you to go and take that diamond, or would you understand, I want that diamond? Now, the reason you want it is because it's right in your path and it's easy to acquire. But nobody has to motivate you to get it because you see the value. If the diamond's on top of a mountain, now a lot of people are going to quit. But you still want the diamond. You should be excited by the idea that you get to climb a mountain because it stops anyone else trying to get that diamond. You shouldn't need motivation to do hard things. It should be very much the opposite. Hard is fantastic. You need to be waking up and training your mind to approach difficult things with excitement.
If you are watching this, if you are prepared to dedicate yourself, if you're prepared to pay attention, if you're prepared to try, you are going to win because most people never do. And once you get to the top, you're going to understand it was doable. It was always doable. And the people crying and lamenting that their life sucks at the bottom, to a degree, deserve it because they didn't try when everyone who's up here did try. It's an elite club of triers. This is why people at the bottom were like, oh, the rich don't help the poor. The rich try and help the poor, but you can't help people who won't help themselves.
In chess, it's ruthless. Like you're sitting across from some dork. He'll fucking take your bishop and grind you down and he'll mess you up. And that's it. When you lose, it's because somewhere at some point you made a mistake. You did. And I've never been in a chess tournament as a kid and people had mercy on me. And then I started professional fighting when I gave up chess at around the age of 9 or 10. By the age of 13, 14, I started professional fighting. I went on to become a 4-time world champion. And I noticed that no matter how tired I was, no matter how hurt I was, when I hurt my opponent, I got all this energy from somewhere to keep hurting him. It's amazing. And I was like, not only do the wolves not have mercy, in fact, they get energized and motivated from your fear and motivated from the fact they hurt you. Everyone wants to fight the guy who doesn't want to fight.
If you're injecting struggle, and that struggle, solving those problems lead to a positive place, once you become addicted to it, you're going to become a machine of monumental achievement. There are some very simple basic things you can do. Weight training, chess, having debates, trying your very best to take care of your mother, retire her, make sure that your people who you love are taken care of. You need goals and resistance and something to fight against to live well. Because the distance between pain and joy is what we experience. If you only have joy all of the time and no pain, you are not going to be happy. So you don't need these days off. In fact, what you do need is to get a head start on the competition. On the 1st of January, when everyone tries to pull motivation out their ass, there's going to be a week or so where people are going to try really hard, and all the blessings from God have to be divvied up amongst all the peasants before they eventually quit and give up. You are sitting here right now watching a stream from billionaires. We're going to give you advice, and you can either act on that advice and change your life, or you could refuse to act and then sit and message us again on the next new year and say, it was a hard year, I'm struggling. Of course you're struggling because you're refusing to work and you're refusing to act. When you play Monopoly, you spawn on the board, and then you go round the sun, each time collecting a little bit of money, a year's salary as you go around the sun. And your primary objective is to buy assets so that other people have to give you their money so you get rich and to stay out of jail. Your primary objectives as a man are to get as rich as possible, richer each time you circle the sun, and to stay out of jail. The year's almost over. I remember you said this year was going to be your year. We all know you fucking wasted it. But those are your primary objectives. Your objectives are not to be simping for girls. Your objectives are not to be messaging women on Instagram who ignore you. Your objectives are not to be happy. Your objectives are not to sit around crying or being depressed about something or being sad. Your objective is not to jerk off and watch porn. Your objective is to get rich so other people have to pay you their money because you own all the assets and stay out of jail. Those are your primary objectives. If you don't do that, you lose. Do you understand?
You are born to lose if you do not understand what I just said to you.
10 years ago, I remember we didn't even have iPhones. Now think of all the things we do on an iPhone. Look at ChatGPT today. Go and use the AI tools we have today and imagine them in 10 years. I'm telling you, most of you are so boring, so unoriginal, that AI could already replace. So how do you fight this? You either 1, master AI, 2, upgrade your character, or 3, if you're really smart, you would do both.
Artificial intelligence is here. Video from text prompt is here. Everyone understands this. Everyone knows how to use it. So what do they use it for? Sending stupid videos mocking their friends in the friendship group chat, calling one of the other guys gay. Hey, look, I made a video where you're gay. You don't need to make a video where he's gay. He's gay anyway. You're gay and your friends are shit. I know that as a fact. Because if you had half a brain, you'd be sitting there thinking, how do I use this technology to make money? How do I get rich from this? You don't care about using AI to be entertained. You don't want to make TikTok slop. You want to get rich. Everything else you're doing with it is a waste of time. When gunpowder was first invented, there were people who sat there and thought, wow, I can make pretty fireworks so I have something to watch and I can be entertained. And then some genius sat there and thought, I can use this to conquer the known world and subjugate my inferiors. Winners think that way. You show me AI, I think, how do I use this to make money? I don't want to use it to have fun. I don't want to use it to make jokes. I want to make money. Artificial intelligence is here forever. You can use it to improve your life and become financially successful, or you can use it to distract yourself from your crap, brokey life, sending stupid jokes to your ugly girlfriend and your retarded friends.
But you need to sit down and look at your life and say, what's going to make me as motivated as possible? Is it developing an imagination to imagine my dream life? I'm sure it is. Is it having a social circle of people who are always trying to elevate? I'm sure it is. You need to then sit there, look at every facet of your life, analyze it one by one, and develop a lifestyle which is going to give you endless fire, because without it, you are going to lose. You are broken inside. You are lacking a fire inside of you, because once you get that fire, you become invincible. The fire inside of your heart makes you hard to kill, truthfully. It's the fire inside of your heart that makes you uncrushable. The kind of cockroach which survives a nuclear explosion.
Anyone who's making money knows the biggest problem in the world today is not finding money to make, because there's money everywhere. It's easy to start a business. It's easy to get paid. We teach you how to do exactly that. The only problem that we're encountering is that everybody's a lazy idiot. Do you know that if I hired someone to send me a text message at 10 a.m. every day on the dot for 10 grand a month, most people would fail. It would come at 10:01 or 9:59. They'd make some excuse and say it was hard, or their family got sick, or they were tired. It is extremely difficult to find anybody who is not incompetent on this planet. This is a planet plagued by eternal incompetence.
You need to work. You need to dedicate yourself. You need to take these next few months seriously. You need to reflect on your life. You need to analyze all of the mistakes you've made. You need to stop wasting your time and stop relying on me for temporary bursts of motivation so that you can focus on something for once in your life. Now it is Darwinism. Those who do not benefit do not deserve to benefit. Act or fail.
You have to wake up and you have to give a shit. You have to wake up and go, you know what? I'm responsible for my health, and I'm responsible for my finances, and I'm responsible for my family, and I'm responsible for the decisions I make, and I'm responsible for my work ethic, and I'm responsible for my motivation, and I'm going to win. That's all you have to do to be monumentally wealthy. Yeah. And the reason it is so easy is because most people can't do that. If everyone could do that, then to win would be hard. I'm going to work harder than everyone else. I'm going to get up earlier than everyone else. I'm going to pay more attention than everybody else. I'm going to research harder than everyone else. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to find some money. That's what I'm going to do. It's almost like go 100% in on yourself season. Going all in on Bitcoin might backfire. Going all in on property might backfire. But going all in on yourself will never backfire. Right. You don't have to take a 6-week journey across unexplored terrain and risk your life. You haven't got to do that. You know what you have to do? You have to type on a keyboard. Yeah, later. How the f*** do you help these people? What can I do? You deserve to lose. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Because when I had nothing, I'd do anything it took.
And people say, oh, well, you're happy because you're rich. No, I'm rich because I'm happy. Because if I wasn't capable of dealing with all of this stress and all of these governments trying to put me in jail and assassins turning up to my door, people trying to kill me and children all around the world and huge bills and being well known to the fact that I get death threats, all this garbage. If I couldn't deal with all this, I wouldn't be able to make money. So I'm not happy because I'm rich. I'm rich because I can stay happy irregardless of the things that happen to me. And I can do that because I can control my own mind. I promise you, I decide when I'm happy. I decide I'm happy, and that's it. And I smile, and the chemicals are released in my brain. I still have control over my innate technology given to me by God, and I'm happy.